To the Thursday, September 11th, 2025 meeting of the Lakeville Planning Board. It is 6:29 p.m. and we are meeting this evening at the Lakeville Police Station at 323 Bedford Street. We have LakeCAM recording. Is anyone else recording? Hearing none, because it is 9/11, we're going to just take a minute, 60 seconds of silence. Thank you. And just for the record, we do have a quorum this evening. We'll go around and just do attendance if you'd like to introduce yourself.
Donna Gay.
Dan Wilga.
John Cabral.
Michelle McEachern.
And David Lodge.
Kathy Murray. And Jack is not with us this evening. For our first agenda item, we have a public hearing at 6:30 for site plan review for accessory dwelling unit at 119 Precinct Street. The Lakeville Planning Board, pursuant to the Town of Lakeville Code Bylaws, Chapter 270, Section 270-6.7C7, will hold a public hearing on Thursday, September 11th, 2025 at 6:30 p.m. at the Lakeville Police Station, 323 Bedford Street. The purpose of the public hearing will be to receive information and public comment on the following site plan review accessory dwelling unit ADU application. 119 Precinct Street, the applicant Luis Lopez seeks site plan review and approval for an accessory dwelling unit ADU. The ADU will be 880 square feet with one bedroom and a separate septic system. The application and assorted documents can be viewed in the planning department by appointment. Someone wants to make a motion to open.
Make a motion to open the public hearing for 119 Precinct Street.
Second.
Motion and a second, all in favor?
Aye.
Hearing is open. Do we have the applicant? Come on up. If you would just
Good
state-
evening, sure.
Sure. My name is Doreen Lopes.
Lou Lopes.
Welcome. So we do have the application in our packet. We have a couple of memos as well, one from the select board, one from the fire chief. The fire chief is asking that the house numbers be visibly posted to the house. Directly
Also-
to the house and also posted on the public way.
That's fine.
So if it's not visible from
Yeah,
the
that
road.
was a question I had, so that's great.
Also, the select board memo says that you'll have to go before the select board for an official water allocation. Okay? And for our application, so a couple things that we did add to our application since the version that you have is because the 900 square feet is up to 900 square feet is based off of the living area. Do you have the numbers for the existing living area?
For the main house, you mean?
Yes.
It's a 4-bedroom, it's just under 2,000, I would say.
Okay.
Yeah,
And you're only going to the 850?
880.
880, sorry.
Yeah.
And then do you know so on your plans, it shows what the requirements are for the zoning, but do you know what the current lot coverage is?
The current lot
For
coverage?
the structure and all of the pavement areas.
Do you know, it's not in the Zenith report thing?
No, I don't see it on this, but we are asking, for the ADUs to show those because those are still items that we need to know.
Okay.
So the living area, current, and then, the current lot coverage and then the proposed lot coverage with the ADU to make sure it doesn't go over 25% for the lot coverage.
Okay, yeah, no, it's way under, because it's,
And so, anyone from planning board have any other questions, comments, concerns?
I know you're going before the select board for the water, but what was the idea of getting was the water come off a separate service? I know you guys have a service.
no, yeah, so I was just gonna tie you in.
Tie into the other one?
Just
I was curious,
expand why, I wasn't sure why I had to do that, but that's the first I'm hearing from it, but I mean,
Okay.
we'll comply
Yeah,
with
well.
whatever. But yeah, we were just gonna, the plumbing said he can just tie it in. It is a separate septic because, it's a little more efficient that way anyway.
Yeah, this is actually kind of interesting because this will be our first service off of town water. So you're the
That's why I was just curious when we don't know what they're.
Yeah, no, I don't either.
Yeah,
but I
because
can-
as you go through the process with doing the application for Taunton Water,
Yeah.
they'll have to figure out a calculation as to how many additional gallons will be used in
Mhm.
addition to your current service.
Yeah, I just figured I just figured it was gonna work off the existing meter, because it's just an ADU, it's not it's not a
Right.
separate, not subdividing or anything like that, so, yeah.
Yeah, and I didn't watch their meeting, so I don't know what
I
their
didn't
explanation
know.
as to why they need it. Just going off the memo.
Okay.
Any other
I can
questions?
reach out to them.
Yeah, what's your plan for, parking? For
Yes,
the
that was my other question.
accessory area?
So it's really gonna be we're gonna extend the driveway around kind of off to the right where the house is.
Okay,
And,
so down to this side?
yeah, the other side.
Well,
On
okay,
the pool side or?
this side is
Yeah.
the side, the closer to the pool, this side is the side away from?
Yeah, away
Yeah.
from the pool, away from the pool, yep.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, we're just gonna extend that, and it's really, I mean, my mom's turning 80, and she's, we want her closer to us, and she loves visiting and loves seeing the grandchildren, but she wants her own place, so.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
that's the purpose.
Yeah.
So really, she doesn't even drive, so we don't really need a car there, but,
Oh, yeah.
but we thought that we probably would extend it, just for dropping off groceries or things like that.
Yeah, I mean, the fire chief didn't bring it up on yours, but, there was kind of a general letter that I caught here somewhere, where he was, there was questions about, fire safety regs require you to be able to drive to within 50
50
feet
feet,
of the
yeah.
front door.
Yeah, and that's not problem. We actually knocked down, probably about 15 trees. So there's 30 feet wide, straight shot.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, one of the things is, the fire chief was saying that, no, he wasn't gonna go that far, but it needs to be 20 feet wide all the way,
Yeah, yeah,
all the way back.
yeah, it is.
And he was seemingly saying, yeah, but we'll accept less in an instance like
Okay.
that. But if you could get that shown on the plan, that would be,
Then would the fire department have to review it again, just to make sure after
So
that
no,
gets
so
added
he
to
No,
the
he was
plan?
fine with what it
Okay.
was, I
Yeah,
think.
he said that this was okay,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, this is new for us too, so. I didn't even know what an ADU was.
Yep.
yeah, his letter about or covering the fire safety regs that required access, he wasn't
So they can get to the house.
asking for them here,
Makes sense.
Yeah,
but I think you still should have something.
yeah, absolutely,
Yeah,
yeah.
'cause-
There's plenty of room on that side, so it's not, it's not.
And, you end up having to look into the future when it's not necessarily your mother.
Yeah,
Right.
That's
yeah,
number two.
yeah.
Oh, I'm not walking.
But we have.
No, that's
we have
great.
to know.
No, I
Yep,
know,
yep.
exactly. I understand.
Has Board of Health weighed in yet?
Yes, he's approved.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's okay.
there was one little change and we made it and then he approved it.
Great.
So, and the building inspector said he was just waiting for this
Okay.
so that we could start.
Very good.
We did the HERS, they have the HERS rating, you know, in terms of the energy rating report and everything.
Okay, great.
Donna, do you have any questions?
No.
All right.
Thank you.
So at this point, I think, so would want to just see a few things added to the plan, show the access to that dwelling, parking.
Lot
Where
coverage.
the, you know, one spot.
Lot coverage.
Lot coverage.
The lot coverage.
So by lot coverage, you mean like the percentage of the buildings to the.
The overall property.
So it's,
To the
yeah,
entire
so
property?
see, if you
Okay.
have the plan in front of you where they have this little zoning summary for
Yeah.
residential, typically what they do is they'll have, you know, this is what's required, and then they'll put existing
Okay,
and then proposed in
Okay.
another column.
okay,
So that you'll have
I
your
can
exist-
reach back out to Zenith and I'm sure they can update. the plan.
Yeah, so they did the last
They did.
review, so they should
Yeah,
know.
okay.
That's what we've been.
We asked
we're
for it.
looking for.
Huh?
We asked for that, so we
Okay,
had them added
okay,
to the-
yeah, yeah.
And that's why we added it to the application, so it's,
Okay,
you know,
so
going
it's right
forward,
up
it
front.
is
Good.
right up front. Other than that, I think we can start working on the standard conditions. We'll continue it, 2 weeks.
Okay.
Do you think that gives you enough time to get the plan over to Kathy with those few revisions?
Yeah. What's the date, 2 weeks from now?
25th.
September 25th.
Okay,
Still here.
yeah, that's good.
We can always put you on, and if something comes up, you can always continue
Right,
to the
to
following.
the next meeting.
Yeah, we just actually,
We're
my
traveling.
mom, she retired, she's in Portugal, so we're actually gonna go visit her, the first 10 days in
Yeah.
October, so.
Nice.
So we want to make sure we're here. We'll be here.
Great.
So,
If you have any
just those,
questions.
so you have that, you, a few things.
Okay,
we'll
all right, so I
continue.
don't need to reach out to the fire, do I need to apply with the board of selectmen for the water? Or is that's separate?
You have Kathy's email, right? You can connect them with Andrew, right?
Yeah, just.
So
let
it's
me
just,
know.
I don't know if you've spoken with the new town administrator, Andrew Seaforth. So she'll be able to give you his email address and you can just reach out and ask him what, you know, what the application looks like.
Okay.
Looks like we have to get on their agenda to come before them.
The water
The
committee.
water.
Yeah.
I'd find out ahead of time what they.
That's right, we're one of the first ones.
Yeah, we are one of the
Yeah.
first.
Yeah,
Well,
and you, as
we're all
well as all
together
over
with
town,
this,
so this
so-
is,
Yeah.
you know.
No, we're one of the first houses that ties into
After
the water.
Right, right.
Water.
From the-
Okay.
from the- yeah.
So there's only a few sections of the town this would apply.
Yeah.
All right, so does someone want to make a motion to continue?
I'll make a motion to continue 119 Precinct Street till September 25th, 2025.
Second.
Motion and a second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. We
Thank
will
you.
see
Thank
in
you.
4 weeks.
Nice meeting you.
Thank you.
Have fun in Portugal.
Yeah.
All right, agenda item number 2. We have a public hearing, site plan review for 19 Main Street, continued to this evening upon the application for a site plan review submitted by CD Dankowitz Realty, Inc. for the construction of a proposed mixed-use retail and business development comprised of 2 buildings and associated site improvements. They have requested a continuance till September
September
25th. If someone wants to make that motion.
Yep, I'll make a motion to continue 19 Main Street till September 25th, 2025
Second?
At 6:30.
at 6:30.
And second that?
We have a motion and a second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. Agenda item number 3, we have a public hearing at 6:30, definitive subdivision 92 Holland Road, continued to this evening upon the application of LMB Realty Trust for approval of a definitive subdivision plan submitted by Zenith Consulting Engineers for a 2-lot subdivision, Assessors Map 12, Block 2, Lot 26, possible vote. Good evening.
Yeah.
So we have, you've been working back and forth with the peer review.
Yes.
Most recently, August 18th, looks like you've ironed out quite a bit of, or, you know, just about everything. I'd say.
Yeah.
The only things that seem to be outstanding are the waivers that are left up to the board. And then just a couple of things here and there, like the SWIP and, Board of Health and conservation items that we can just condition, as we typically do. But go ahead if you'd like.
Okay, so, thank you very much. My name is Bob Forbes from Zenith Consulting Engineers, and this is Bob Mather. So, since the last time, it was a long time ago where we met, and, I just wanted to go over what's gone on since then. We did get approval. You asked us to go talk to Chief O'Brien about the access to the site and whether or not he was good with everything. And he ended up being good with everything that we have on the plans. He asked us to add no parking signs at the end, and we've added those to the plans. That was his only requirement. We have the original meeting with you, with this board, I went over all of the waiver requests. I just want to mention that one of them has been removed. We had asked for a waiver for the underground electric, and we're moving that. It is going to go underground. The reviewer asked us to do a turning radius analysis at the entrance to make sure the emergency vehicles could get in and out. That was also of concern to Chief O'Brien, and we did that, and we showed that it was good to go. Somebody on the board, thank you, whoever pointed it out, but we had a small section of endangered species habitat on the property. Yep. And we were asked to go talk to them and get sign off from them. I believe you have that document in the package too. Yep. So they've said we're good to go with that. You asked us to add snow storage areas, which we did on the plans. And then the stormwater management that was a big part of the review, and that's been good. And I just want to, the basin did change. It's essentially exactly what you guys saw in the original set, but there's new data out for rainfall data. And they correctly asked us to use the updated version. So it makes the storms become a little larger. The basin became a little bit larger. So if you see a little bit of a difference, it essentially is the same, but we did have to tweak it out a little bit. And that's pretty much it, as far as what we had to do to change the plans.
Okay, I just want, what sheet is the no parking on? I just want to make sure that
That's an excellent question. And let me get it for you. It's on, I don't know if it's on other sheets, but it's on the grading and drainage plan, and you can see right here, no parking signs, one right there and one right there on both legs of the.
Okay.
They're
Okay, so
tiny.
it's a sign, it's not on
become-
the, okay, I was thinking you were gonna put it on the.
No, they asked for actual
Okay.
signs, so it's
Okay.
gonna be
No
a
parking.
sign on a post.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It works better, especially if there's snow or ice or whatever.
Sure,
You don't have to-
Okay.
Okay, so, just looking at the peer review, do any of the board members have any issue? I don't know if you want to go one by one, or if there's just any issues with any of the waivers that are requested. Are you all good with them?
Was there a comment on the drainage easement on the other lot? The lot outside of this subdivision?
I don't believe there was a
I don't know, maybe I read that in one of the comments. I was reading through the original comments and it was answered, but I remember just seeing, I just saw it on the plan.
I didn't see it. Yeah, I apologize. I did not see if there was one. I didn't see it.
Go ahead, I mean, that was.
That had been reserved, previously, so
Okay, I
that's.
think that's what might have been the comment. I remember just reading through it again, like yesterday.
Yeah. And I read through it today because the last time I was involved in this project, when I was here the last time.
It's been a while.
I haven't been involved in it, so.
So the only other thing is that, and I know that the existing property, that was where the original driveway went down. So the street sign, so I know that I've seen this before on other streets, so you'll list that number as Howland, right? At the street sign, is there a new street sign for that one at the end, at the start of this road? Because now they access this road, right? They don't access Howland anymore?
That's a good question. I don't think the address is gonna change in the
Right.
house, if that's what you.
I don't know if you'll need
So-
indication of it, saying that that house is accessed through this street, not from Howland anymore. I know, I've seen that on other streets, on my street in particular, that they've done others. From the chief, if you have to,
Yeah, no,
I
that's-
see a comment just for that street sign, it might have to have access, so that they know that, what number is that? 92 Howland is actually, because what that street sign is, I know this is considered 92 Howland.
Yeah.
the site plan review, but these other two properties will have addresses, they'll say Mystic Lane, right? But then
Yeah, right.
92 Holland is only access
We
through
have no
Mystic Lane.
problem if you want a condition that, put a condition on that we
Yeah.
do that. I have no problem with that at all.
Just so that when
It
they're
makes
going
sense.
down, that they're not
Yeah.
looking for a driveway for 92 Holland and there is no
It's an
driveway.
excellent point. I'm surprised that the fire chief didn't pick that out because.
I only know, I live on Pierce Ave and two houses that are off of a subdivision, they ended up
Right.
adding signs to the street saying that
It's a great idea.
X and whatever numbers Pierce Ave are on, down the street.
So what do you want the condition to say?
I mean, I don't know, I'm trying to think.
Like to include a street sign, or, so I believe the building commissioner deals with
Yeah.
street numbering.
Right, so I don't know if the street numbering, yeah.
I don't know
If any additional is any additional, signage, or I guess, sign required by the building commissioner for existing 92 Holland.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Only if it's
Or fire
required.
chief. Building, you might want to add fire chief.
Fire chief, right.
Yeah.
Fire-
HJ or building commissioner. Only if it's required, if they don't have an issue with it, it's fine, but I'm just
That's an
trying to think
excellent
if they're
point.
looking,
It's
they're looking for
something
Mystic
that-
Land, they can't find 92 Holland.
Something
Now
you don't
it's-
typically think of, but it's, I think that's an important point.
That's all I had.
Now,
I just-
I'm sorry. Will there be a sign, to the subdivision or?
Yeah, there'll be a street. sign.
Okay, no, like
The name of the subdivision?
Oh,
Oh, no, I
no.
don't believe so.
Okay.
No, there's nothing proposed at this
Okay.
time, yeah.
So then that's, all right.
Do you have that, Kathy? Yeah. Alright. So right now I have basic, a condition for just, the Board of Health review and conservation, which we always typically have in there, it's not, this isn't gonna replace those that are needed, because there were a couple comments from peer review in there. The SWIP as well, it's just standard condition.
Yep.
I know, Mr. Mather, you had mentioned previously the HOA agreement, that we'd want to see that
That's
condition
correct.
in there, to see that prior.
Yeah, I did, I've looked at some certificates of approval that you've done previously, and you have some multiple provisions in there regarding the roadway, and they're all applicable here. And it's submitting the trust for review prior to any construction, that the roads remain private, and that the homeowners association cannot be dissolved without the permission of the planning board. Those are conditions I took right out of the previous one you did, and they're all applicable to this project, and they're also gonna all be in the homeowners association.
Agreement, okay. As well as the road not to be extended or added onto, I think we talked about that one as well. Is that one, do you have, is that something you can forward to Kathy too, if you have,
Sure, yeah.
so that she?
I can. You can, that would be added as an additional condition, and we don't have any problem with that because there's no intention of extending the roadway.
Okay. And then, so I know you got the waiver for the street lights, which is a typical waiver. The only thing that we do ask is the end of driveway lights. That's typically what we ask in lieu
Oh,
of those.
yeah, thank you. Yeah, we would have
So-
done, yeah, we would have proposed that as an
Okay.
option. Anyway. Absolutely.
Other than that, all good, yeah. I mean, the only thing that I struggle with is the sidewalks, because we were at master plan and they were saying, why are you waiving the requirement for both sides of the sidewalk? But I know there's no sidewalk existing there, it's just the two houses. We are working on an update for the rules and regs, so hopefully there'll be some sort of a catalyst that
Yeah.
we'll come up with. But at this point, are the board's amenable to the no sidewalks?
Yeah.
Okay. And the street trees, so there was a comment about it showed existing trees to be maintained, but really there were none that were,
There's a very thin strip there, so, certainly if the board would like to see us plant some trees, there are gonna be trees planted on each lot, but, we would ask that if you do put a condition that we put trees on, that, rather than show them on a plan, that number of, whatever, 2 per lot or 3 per lot, be left to the option, to the location of them be the option of the homeowner or architect or builder, who's ever doing that. So they, in other words, sometimes they end up blocking the house if you put them on a plan prior. And a landscape architect or something can look at it and say, okay, we'll do the same number of trees, but we'll put 2 over here and 1 over here, so it looks better.
Right,
So
and as
we
long as
don't
it's
have
not
a problem
blocking
with that.
snow storage or any of that.
Exactly.
So you want us to just add it as a condition of,
That's fine, yeah, something like that. The location at the discretion of the homeowner. If you put, make us go 2 per lot or whatever.
So it'd be like a maple or something like that?
We have it,
Yeah,
we have in our rules, don't we have that, what the trees have to be?
what the trees should be?
Yeah.
So I know open space has a list of,
Open.
but
Yeah, typically there's
I had reached out and I didn't hear back, so I reached out to someone else today and she's looking for it.
okay.
So,
I felt like it was on file with somebody, but
Yeah.
maybe Tracy or something.
I feel like I've seen it, but I went through my files and I didn't find it, so.
Okay.
So 2 per lot, yeah?
Fine.
Do you have a regulation regarding how far back they must be from the street? It should be, so their roots don't rip up the. Grow into the street.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
at least 20
We
feet
don't,
back, right?
it doesn't, it actually specifies to be along the street, but that is obviously a concern.
In this particular
have
case,
anything
we
that-
have a large right-of-way, for the cul-de-sac, but we don't have as much, so I think it could easily be placed anywhere.
We should actually look into that, because if you're gonna have buried line service, depending on what
Right.
side of the street it's gonna be on,
Yep.
we should probably find out.
But I guess we want them in the front of the lot.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, they're not gonna really be along the, you know what I mean? So like along the street area, but not.
Well, yeah, so you also have to make sure that they're far enough away from the septic too, because the
Yeah.
septics are all in front, so, I mean, if anything,
Yeah, we could leave it to them again, they're
Yeah,
gonna,
you
they have to
leave it
do
to
when they,
them.
when they put everything in
I
there.
mean,
So trees located at discretion of homeowner,
Yep.
2 per lot.
Yep.
okay.
All right, so, and Bob, you wanna set, because I know we have different versions of our standard conditions at this point, but if you have one that you're going by, if you wanna send that to Kathy.
I will do
and then
that.
Hopefully we
Yep.
can close this out in 2 weeks.
Okay, sure. I mean, I can give that to you. I'm gonna see Kathy tomorrow. I can give that,
Oh, and actually, I'm sorry, does anyone have any questions, comments,
Oh,
concerns?
hold on.
Madam Chair.
Donna?
Just comment 10, is that something the Board of Health is looking at? Or is that something that has to be conditioned with regard to, water and gas?
Yeah, so that's one of the ones that we're gonna add a condition that, so we do have some standard conditions that refer to Board of Health and other boards' reviews and approval, so that will be included, so that, yeah.
Thank you.
Did you have any questions, comments?
No, I just was.
this is the
Just come up and state your name.
one that I've been reading from.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, it's,
Kimberly Carr, 84 Highland Road.
Good evening, Tim McEwen. We're good with this plan. It's, it's not really affecting us too much. I just was concerned about behind the houses, there's a big ravine and a big hill,
Yeah.
just getting, another road added in, maybe garages developed back in there, and this leveled out where it's affecting our hillside and stuff, so, but this is, not affecting us now.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure there wasn't any changes from when I had voiced the concerns back in April.
Right, and I think you were concerned about water, so he did talk about, the drainage
Yeah.
requirements
Yeah.
have gotten
Yes.
more so,
This
so.
started out at 16 acres and it all got broken, subdivided, and there's 3 lots here now, then this road coming up to these 2 properties now that they're gonna build now. And all this is ravine back in there, and all that's going right through the 10-inch culvert in our property, under our driveway in our property. And then behind these 2 houses, there's another 35-foot swell, and then a hill, and we were just concerned with going
Where it's
behind
gonna
this
go.
driveway, behind these homes, building more garages or shops or leveling that all out, you know, and affecting that back in there, you know. And then all this is just getting flattened out, and it goes right into this, through our property there.
Well, so they did do the thorough peer review. I know you've.
Yeah,
you've
no, that's
come
great.
A number
Yeah,
of
we're okay-
times
we're
we've had
okay
to
with it.
continue as
Yeah.
we're going through
Yeah.
all these.
Yep.
And then it sounds like, is that gonna be added as a condition, that the road will not be extended? Was that how that
Yes.
was left? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, great. And then I'm glad to hear that, looking at the, endangered species side as well.
Right,
Yeah.
yes, they did go through natural
Good.
heritage and
Okay.
we were able to check off that.
Yeah, there's some areas on our property where we can't go to, so.
All right, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that,
Yeah, we're, okay.
that's good.
Yeah, no,
All right,
No
very
concerns.
good.
Mostly wanted to make sure nothing changed. It sounded like we're on the right track last time, but,
All right.
yeah, all right, thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone else? All right. So if you want to get that draft over to Kathy, she can come by and make sure that those are covered in the conditions that she comes up with, and we can hopefully close it up out on September 25th.
25th.
So do we get a vote tonight, subject to the conditions, or how does that, I'm
Well,
not sure
so
how you
we've
guys
been
do
leaving it
it.
open just in case, there's dialogue needed at the end with
Okay.
conditions, but
Yeah, I can get the conditions tomorrow to Kathy.
excellent. Kathy will get a draft and, all right.
Sounds good.
Okay.
So we'll continue it till the 25th.
25th, yep. All right, I'll make a motion to continue 92 Holland to September 25th, 2025 at 6:30 PM.
Second.
Motion and a second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, agenda item number 4, public hearing. Special permit for 160 Bedford Street, continued to this evening. Request for a special permit under section 270-7.412 to allow a commercial parking
Thank you.
facility, possible vote. This applicant has requested a continuance until October 23rd, and, town council has confirmed that date is available. So if someone wants to make that motion.
Make a motion to continue 160 Bedford Street to October 23rd, 2025 at 6:30.
Second?
Second.
Sure. All right, we have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Agenda item number 5, review the following zoning board of appeals petition, Patel 90 Main Street.
So this was Sabas, is that correct?
So they're looking for relief from minimum lot dimensions, lot frontage, front yard setback, and side yard. No revision for front side setback, side yard north. We are adding addition on side yard south, which meet requirements as
Requires.
everything else remaining as is. So it doesn't show the existing, but it just shows the required and then the proposed, so.
So the north is 9+ feet, the south is 51 feet. North has no revision. And the setback. I was looking at this on a map and it looks like they're extending towards their driveway and they have plenty of room where they're extending. I think their setback issues are on existing.
Oh,
The existing, and they're not changing it based on what I saw.
Okay.
On this, I mean, it is an old house around Main Street, so it probably doesn't have its setback in the front or,
Right.
I was looking at this on the Google Earth, and that's why I was kind of, because it was going towards their driveway, so they really weren't taking up, and it looked like they had plenty of room. I don't know where the lot lines went, but I don't really have is it 90?
And it is residential, and we don't typically send comments. Does anyone have a comment they want to send? No? So, someone want to make a motion to send a memo of no comment back?
I'll make a motion to send a memo of no comment back for 90 Main Street.
All right, we have a motion.
Second.
And a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. And then agenda item number 6, approve the July 10th meeting minutes, and, oh, I just found them.
Found them?
I did have them, so I missed them
Yeah.
then. Anyways, did anyone have any edits to these?
No,
All right,
no.
you want to make a motion to approve?
I make a motion to approve the Thursday, July 10th, 2025 meeting minutes as stated.
You have a motion? Want a second, David?
I'll second that, David.
Oh, yes, second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion
Abstain.
carries.
No, it wasn't there. Abstain.
John abstains. Minutes are approved. Agenda item number 7, administrative update on articles for town meeting. Okay, so right now, we were looking at accessory apartment. We were gonna just remove that in its entirety. My question to this board is, not knowing what happens in 2026, will it change? Will it stay? I don't know. Do we get rid of it now?
I would recommend that we keep it just in case
Yeah.
and then reevaluate again on whether or not to take it away. Unless, or is this overriding it? I guess that's my other question. It's like, I don't know if it's like 6 one, half dozen the other if we do it, but.
So part of me thinks like, we don't really need to remove it because they still have to go through the same process. They can't have
Right.
both because obviously there's the septic
Yep.
restraints.
Yeah.
Still the wetland protection, that those two things
Yep.
still apply, whether it's, and then, so just the accessory apartment goes to the building department, ADU goes through planning board.
Yep.
Could they have both though? Why couldn't they already had an accessory apartment? Oh, not that I'm saying, but couldn't they
So they still need,
they could put a new septic in for the
yeah,
ADU? though.
exactly, yeah.
But yeah,
They're
they'd have,
doing-
yeah, I mean, it'd still have to come through us, that wouldn't matter, yeah, but I don't see any harm with it, but I think that, couldn't they still have, that was one reason why we're taking it out, right? Is to eliminate it from being.
Right, because now we have ADU, so and that one was more stringent.
Yep.
So,
Do we still move forward with getting rid of it?
define accessory apartment.
It has to be attached, and it's
So-
up to 1,000 square feet
Okay.
attached.
So it'd be like something over a garage with an outside staircase or something to that effect, right?
Yeah, like a hallway.
Or a hallway
yeah.
or something like that.
Yeah.
Yep.
If a resident wanted to have some type of a accessory apartment because they didn't necessarily have enough for an ADU,
Mhm.
like, would we be limiting that person
Well,
to
Yeah.
having an accessory apartment
No, because the ADU
without the reg?
The ADU actually allows them to add an ADU on top of an existing garage or within
Right.
that. So it allows them to still do the same thing.
Yeah. It's more flexibility, but a little less square footage.
Right, I think it's less square footage,
Right.
like you're limited by that,
Yep.
but it's supposed to be like less red tape. And as far as, because it's protected by, it's like built, protected by right, like you can do it.
Right.
With the accessory apartment, it would have to be, you can't have one unless it's written into the rules, or you get an approval for the ADU. So I don't know what was your concern that if something happened to the ADU that we have to put it back in?
So if something happens to ADU where they reverse it all and now we have ADU and accessory apartment and, well, so if we get rid of accessory apartment, then we are stuck with ADU unless we do away with ADU.
We
So I
can't do
don't-
it, can we not do it, can we do away with the ADU?
Well, I'm just saying, if something happens at a state level that were to reverse it, so I don't know. And maybe that's a very slim to none chance, I don't. but
I mean,
Is
things
it,
change on a regular basis these days with
Yeah.
everything
Yeah.
in this state.
right?
And I cannot keep up, so.
Yeah, I think if we left them both in, they would just go with the ADU, but I guess
Yeah.
what's the benefit for them going with an accessory apartment other than getting the extra 100 square feet? But is the, I don't, forgive me if I'm wrong, I don't know if is the accessory apartment limited like the ADU where you can only be half of what the original?
It's up to, I believe it's up to 1,000 square feet. It's not based on the existing. I think
So I have a relative that lives in Fairhaven who has a similar setup to an accessory apartment where it is attached to the building. It's a hallway, small hallway, and it's 2 floors.
Mhm.
But like all the houses in Fairhaven, New Bedford, Fall River, they're on postage stamp lots in the inner city area, so.
And they probably have town water, town sewer, all those things.
Yeah,
that-
those are nice amenities, aren't they? Yeah, so.
I'm trying to look for it now.
Yeah, well, septic systems become the limiting factor anyhow.
Right. Accessory apartment shall contain no more than 33 1/3 of the entire proposed structure, and in any case not to
Right.
exceed 1,000 square feet.
So it's the same thing, but you're just allowed an extra 100 square feet. So it can't be more than half of what the current is. If you have 1,000 square foot existing house, you can't have more than 500 square foot apartment, because then that would be more than 33% of the overall total aggregate. Again, I don't know if it necessarily, I don't know. Does it, I guess, yeah, you said like, we'd have to try to put it back in then, right? And then we'd have to, then we don't have anything, right? Then they're both out, if you're saying if they're both out.
Well, so we did adopt it locally, but yeah, if it goes away on the state level and we're referencing the state, so does it go, so I don't know if we.
We have to either get rid of it or rewrite our own, right?
Right, so I don't know if, should we leave it for now?
Is there any issue to leave it for another, till next year?
Well, so we've gone, ADU went in place, well, we passed it at town meeting last fall.
Mhm.
It, what was it, February 2nd or something?
Mhm.
ADU went into effect statewide. And so we've had it really just this calendar year.
Yeah.
I'm fine leaving it and then revisiting it next year. I don't see there being a,
Just in case.
Yeah, I don't.
it's already been there. I mean, you can't do one, at least you can only do one or the other.
Mhm.
Well, it's gonna be interesting because now that all these ADU applications are starting to come in, there might be an instance where we might have to do that, but just to kind of, I don't know. It's just kind of extra insurance to see how this goes.
Or is there,
It's up to
yeah?
you guys. I mean,
My whole thought is I didn't want to get rid of it and then have to bring something back.
That's what I'm, yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I would keep it.
For now, for another
Mhm.
year,
Yep.
and just see what happens.
The springtime, maybe, yeah.
yeah.
See where we're going.
I think, well, we'd have to wait until like fall of 26 if anything happens, which may or may not even happen, so. So
When do we
then-
have to have them in by?
So tomorrow is when the warrant closes. And then the other issue is the stormwater bylaw. So town council, it was reviewed by Greg Corbo, and he was saying that, he didn't think the AG would approve it. So with the way that it is currently, so that still needs some work as well. And we did meet with Serped.
Okay.
It was DPW director, Board of Health agent, as well as the admin over there, Kathy, myself. And so the reason we want to pass the stormwater bylaw is to become compliant.
Mm-hmm.
So right now, the state has this requirement, we just haven't passed it locally.
Mm-hmm.
But we're still capturing the stormwater. Conservation's doing it for wetlands, and we're doing it, with peer review for anything that doesn't have the wetlands. But it's a matter of we want to put it in place so that it is a requirement, so that it happens with the site plan review automatically instead of on like a case-by-case basis or something like that. It's just the language. I think it's still tying down that language so that, but I don't think we have a draft of it that includes language that has been approved by town council. So we're supposed to have the language by tomorrow, really. So that's the
Good.
issue.
So we'll be a little light on the, on town meeting, you're saying, fall town meeting?
And then, well, so then the OSRD, Serped, I know you would,
Yeah, I reached out, it was supposed to be, August 31st, and they said it'd be a little while longer as they review it.
so we're waiting on that for the OSRD. Stormwater needs some tweaks late, and,
We're gonna hold everything?
maybe, cause I don't feel confident with this. I mean, I feel good about having, we have the application at least, so Kathy knows, like, she can add it to the site plan review. And then we have, the standalone application, the process, the standalone decision,
Mhm.
and then the combined decision. It's just a matter of tying up that language, and I don't know if I see that happening by tomorrow. And I don't want to have to get up at town meeting and table it or something.
Yeah, I feel like that's getting old, bringing things up and then having to like come back. Well, like I said, they
Yeah.
got shut down and.
But I mean, if we have to wait until spring, then so be it. I do feel like hopefully this winter we'll have a lull, hopefully, that we can work on it. It used to be the way where we'd have a little lull over the winter, right before spring.
Yeah.
And then, so we could work on stuff, because obviously you have to have it ready for March. For the warrant for spring, but,
So let's do that.
yeah, you wanna?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll have to just let the select board know that we're aiming for spring
Okay.
for OSRD and stormwater, just to have the language completed.
So a memo has to be sent to them by tomorrow? Okay.
You're able to? All right.
Sorry, Kathy. Jeez.
Well, hopefully it'll all be ready to go.
Well, it should, and then we can give additional thought to it and everything as we move along this process. Because again, I mean, who knows? I mean, there's just been so much happening right now.
I know.
So with these ADUs, so.
Are any of those items that the town planner could help?
So she was working on the stormwater, and like,
Yeah.
those are the things she did help us with, getting the application, the process, the conditions. It's just a matter of when town council reviewed the language, he said that it's missing, like the penalties and enforcement part of it, and that still hasn't been, included in it, in the draft, so.
And then we would utilize this time during a meeting to go over all of them and finalize?
So, well, preferably, we get, a draft that's complete and then reviewed by council, and then, they'll come back with whatever comments, edits to be made, and then those final edits would be made, and then hopefully it'll be done.
Okay.
Yeah. Because it's really just trying to adhere to the state regulations for it.
Mhm.
And like I said, we already make sure that the peer review is being done for the stormwater, for the subdivisions, for the site plan review. It's just a matter of getting this in place, which I'd like to get it done. I feel like this has been ongoing for way too long, but oh well. So spring, we should have something by March at least.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay. So Kathy will send that memo. Thank you.
Okay.
The MACC membership is enclosed in here, so this is all different classes, right? That, I know I've taken a couple.
So with this, we had it when, the prior planner was here. At that time, it was like $100 and you got 5 memberships. And, you know, it says what you're entitled to, like you can go to the conferences for all those reduced rates. If you think it's something worthwhile and you want me to, you know, pursue this, I can do that. I mean, I try to go to at least, they have a conference in the spring and the fall, so I try to do at least one of those. And I think I sent you out like the free lunch and learns, and some of them are just really, really, for free. They're really good, really informative. So just something to throw out to you guys.
So, would you say it's only $100?
Yeah, it was. That was like 2 years ago, so I don't
okay.
know if it's maybe 125, probably a little bit more, but possibly not.
So is it just for this particular event or as a membership to those?
It's a year-long membership.
Oh, okay.
So you can go on the MACC website and you can look at all the different course offerings.
Yeah.
And they'll have like all these different courses, and the ones that I signed up for, it was like, you didn't just take a course, like they sent you the whole itinerary. You get a whole, you know, slideshow presentation. So now this is yours to refer back to if you want, if you have
Great.
questions, if you want to review it.
Yep.
It was very informative. It's all pertaining.
They're really good.
It's mostly, you know, conservation minded, but
It kind of all ties in, like the stormwater and just different things like that. So there is a good tie-in
yep,
as you look at that with planning.
right. And then you understand how, you know, that works along with the other items. So I think it's worth it.
Yeah, all right, I can look
Yeah.
into that then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, cool. And then the Medfield State Hospital luncheon. This is very interesting. Kathy, why don't you tell us about this?
Yeah.
So I just happened to see this on the planners listserv. It is interesting because this is something that was done in Medfield with their state hospital. So just maybe, like
I'm
you said,
sure it was in better shape.
Plan B. Just, you
No,
know,
I think it was, well, I don't think it had been abandoned for as long, but it was.
No, it hadn't.
It wasn't abandoned, yeah, state hospital.
So if
And it
you're
was an older
interested, you can sign
building.
up for that.
Yeah.
I was actually gonna go to it and I just realized that I'm out of town that weekend.
Oh, you kidding?
So if it rains, I'll still go. There's a rain date.
So
Well-
what did they do to rehab the hospital? I mean, what's in there? Businesses and
So I'm not really sure. It looks like it's kind of more like an arts type thing
Okay.
also.
so like a
kind of-
community, yeah.
Yeah, kind of a little more trendy, which actually I think would be great in this area because there's nothing like that.
No, there isn't. Yeah.
Yeah, it says
Just a
Belforge
real
Arts
draw
Center.
too. You want to draw the people in.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
people aren't sitting there saying, I only drive through Lakeville. It's
Yeah.
just a place to drive through.
Yeah, I mean, I'll go, I lived in Medfield for 10 years back in the
Really?
80s. So, you know.
I didn't know that.
Are you familiar with this site?
Yeah, oh, yeah,
No kidding.
yeah, absolutely. I mean, it was open back then
Yep.
when I lived there. You know, and I did all sorts of stuff in Medfield, so, you know, a little trip down memory lane and
Nice.
see what they're doing.
No, of course. I mean, Rhino has approved plans, so, I mean, obviously there's something already slated for that area, but
Yeah.
it's
Well,
just interesting.
Yeah,
I guess it's something
information is
that-
always a good thing. You
And
know?
it,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. How did this town get from A to B? You know, what worked for them?
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
guess if nothing moves forward with them, I guess at that point, maybe we should start studying
Mhm.
what.
Well, this also reminds me of the old mill buildings
Yeah.
throughout Slatersville and in Rhode Island and everything.
Yeah.
The clock towers and everything. So this has to be 1800s, right? Mid 1800s,
Let's say 1890s.
1890s. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's beautiful.
yeah. I mean, the town got some athletic fields out of it too.
Really?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, it was a pretty big area, pretty big site. Probably from Medfield's standpoint, good that a developer didn't snatch it up.
Yeah.
And it's out on the outskirts of town. It's
Okay.
it's
So-
right on the border with Sherburne.
Oh, okay.
You know, if you go up,
Yeah.
I mean, actually, Hospital Road, that, as it gives as an address, used to be Route 27, and they relocated Route 27
Yeah,
back in the 70s
right.
or so, but, Hospital Road comes back into 27, just past the hospital, and then crosses the river into Sherburne.
Nice.
So, yeah, that's something interesting to maybe at least, maybe Google. And look at, just out of curiosity, see what they did.
Yeah.
Yeah, were you looking?
I just, yeah.
I mean,
just tried
I'll
this,
go and report
not
back.
online, I just
Yeah.
kicked out.
I can,
do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
let's-
I can
I
forward
might go
this
though.
to you, then I can forward you this,
Yeah.
the link, so you can register for it.
Oh, okay, I didn't, yeah, I didn't see that there was a registration for it. Oh, it says register here. Okay, yeah, if you can send me the link.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, other than that, our next meeting is September 25th at the Lakeville Police Station at 6.
One more thing. Okay, one
Oh,
thing.
yeah.
I was reading through that. I didn't realize last week. So, 15 and 17 Harding Street, is that moving forward? They had to go to the Conservation Commission, Concom?
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, there was a question about the wetlands. They were looking to kind of move it, which I thought was interesting because I know they came before us.
Yeah.
For that zoning change that went through town meeting last
Yeah,
year.
yeah,
And,
Oh, across from Muckies.
yeah, behind
Okay.
Muckies, yeah.
Yep.
the same side of the
Yep.
road as my.
Yeah, right behind them.
Monkeys.
Right in the Taunton, Lakeville line.
Yeah, but I guess they did go back to conservation about,
Okay.
which was interesting, cause I thought they said, oh, we're not gonna touch it or go near it, so.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Been a lot of activity over there.
Confirm the, demarcated boundaries of bordering vegetated wetlands, certified vernal pools on the property.
Okay.
So I don't know if they're just trying to figure out where they are, where they want to start. So I wonder if that's just gonna be moving forward soon.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like it if they're going through conservation. And then,
Yeah. Been doing a lot of
we'll see a
site
set of
work
plans for
there.
that.
A lot of
Yeah.
site work. Yeah. Okay.
I happened to read that and I was before the meeting and I saw that.
That'll be a full circle item.
Yeah.
You go, through
Zoning change.
and. site
Another
plan
business.
Yeah.
And bring some more industry.
Oh, and then
down.
I also did see that Eastern Bank may not move.
Yes.
I know.
Yeah,
I
that's
gotta
great
give
news.
some local residents,
That they're gonna-
pat on the back.
They're gonna look at that, cause that other one at the corner of Middleborough was a hot mess trying to get in and out of there.
Right,
That
right.
that one in particular where that Harbor One is.
The traffic there is awful.
But even like to get there, to like try to get in and out, like you can't,
Yeah.
And
like, I don't mind, we have to go to
They
the
only have, I
Walgreens.
think they only have one lane at that Harbor One bank.
Yeah,
One lane for,
Oh, the one in,
For the,
right in the corner there, yeah,
Yeah.
whatever that, like where the gas station was at one
Yeah,
point.
right, for
Oh,
the
I go
Harbor
in-
One.
Yeah, I go in and out of there often.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not awful.
It's not?
But it's not great.
yeah.
But-
Well, I think a lot of people were writing in and
Yeah.
saying that, we don't wanna lose this branch, the other one's awful, we'll change banks if that happens.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
I think
And I
they
don't
were- yeah.
underestimate Sue Spiller at all, because I swear, that woman gets,
They wrote letters and then they actually got an actual letter back, so I saw that and I was
Yeah.
surprised that it actually like, oh, look at that, they're not doing that.
How big is the Eastern office? I've never been in there. I mean, they've got all sorts of parking.
Yeah, it's a decent
Yeah.
size.
So they also have an insurance branch
Yeah.
on the other end of the building. So it's a good size.
Yeah,
I'd
it's a
say
good- yeah.
it's,
Yeah, because the Harbor One office is teeny tiny.
they have.
They have like 2 or 3 offices in there, I know that, in the back.
Yeah, they have 3 workstations plus the branch manager
Yeah,
office.
and another one
there's 3, and they always have 4 to 5 people in that branch normally.
Yeah, it seems to be a I see traffic in and out of there.
I swear, I we just changed banks like a year and a half ago to there. Cause like, oh, on local, I don't feel like, there's no Citizens Banks around there, so it's like,
I know.
I don't feel like going anywhere, so it's like, forget it. But
Is that
that's it.
everything?
That's everything, sorry, I know you wanna
All right.
leave.
Yeah, so
Well,
we did pretty good
Yeah,
tonight.
sorry, yeah. Just under an hour. I will start an hour. I'll make a motion to adjourn.
all right.
Second.
Motion and a second, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Meeting is adjourned.